Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm here with Christian Daytalk and Christopher Bedford, and we are doing the weekly roundup of all of the craziest in the news. We also are going to do something fun today. We are going to be taste testing beef jerky and reading our favorite mean Facebook Live comments that you, the viewers, left for us.
Can't wait.
I never read.
So, basically,
I can't even spell.
That's true. Neither can our readers, apparently.
No. Oh,
damn!
it's all
Coming
about
at
you.
Dome.
Yeah, we're coming out strong
basically,
today.
the theme of the week in Donald Trump land was screw everyone. I hate you all, especially
Oh,
Australia.
it was
Except for you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I woke up this morning, and I get alerts on my phone when he sends a tweet because I don't really know how to tweet.
So how do you sleep?
Well,
He's
actually,
like
I don't
Donald
know.
Trump.
Actually,
He
I sleep
doesn't.
right through it. But I have like 6 alerts this morning, and it was basically F you, F you, F you, F you. You're cool. F you. I'm out of here. He attacked the media, the dishonest media, the lie media.
Per usual.
He told Iran, he's like, watch your mouth. You've been treated nice. Not under me. He attacked the terrorists. He's like, by the way, terrorists, I'm going to bip you wherever you are, blow you up right there. And he made fun of fat Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
It was
it's
like-
kind of sad
Is Arnold
how...
Schwarzenegger fat now?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's been fat for years. Also,
Is
but
he
like,
fat or is he old?
He was like old man fat.
He's old fat.
But now he's like fat. I think.
Really?
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
pictures of him at the
Wow.
inauguration.
well, that's how that's how you.
He looked like 2 Terminators.
Usually when you go from like king of the world, learn a new language, become a movie star, develop whole ways of lifting weights,
Become a governor.
then become the governor of that foreign country. Try moving to another country, learning the language, and becoming one of the most powerful governors. Then you marry into the Kennedy royal family. And then
You
you're kind of
screw
at a low
your
point. You're at a low point when you're screwing the maid. Like that is,
Yeah.
and that's what brings you down. By the way,
And have a
that's,
kid.
and that's what brings you down.
Yeah.
So,
So if
he's
you-
off his wagon. But then he did say, Donald Trump said one nice thing. He said, Australia, love that country.
Love the
Well,
people.
okay, but at first, so again, if you missed the Arnold Schwarzenegger bit, Donald Trump at the National Prayer Breakfast was going after Schwartz a little bit on his ratings for.
It was tongue in cheek. Everyone's pretending like he was like he said this.
Yeah, it was an
outlandish
obvious kind of
thing.
joke.
right,
yeah.
right. But so he was going
Like
after
pray
him for
for
the
Arnold
show, The
Schwarzenegger.
Apprentice, which of course Donald Trump
Used to be on.
used to be the host of. And Schwarzenegger, in reply, tweeted out a video of himself saying that why don't they switch places? Why doesn't Donald take back
Do
the
the
show?
accent, do the
And
accent.
oh, I can't. Do you want to do it? You want to
No, I don't want to do
reenact
that.
it?
I don't want to embarrass myself on TV.
And he basically
Too late.
said, I'll become the president, and you take my spot on The Apprentice, and, quote, everyone can sleep comfortably at night.
I don't want Arnold Schwarzenegger being the president. I mean,
But
I
it'd be
like
kinda awesome.
Schwarzenegger. He's kind of a badass, but he's also like a total cuck, just hanging out in front of solar panels and being like, global warming is real. And it's like,
Yeah,
you've
but how
been
many
in the
people-
sun too long.
Yeah, but
homie.
maybe he would like shoot tanks and launch missiles at foreign countries
Trump's
and
gonna
cook
do that.
eggs off of the thing.
Well, Mattis is going to do that.
How many
Yeah.
people in the Middle East do you think that maybe don't have a ton of TV would just know that he was the Terminator but not quite understand that
Oh, they'd
that's
be
not real?
terrified.
And they'd be like, the Terminator is
It's like when we used-
One, that's racist. 2, all of them.
racist?
Like when we used to
Yeah.
paint monster faces on our fighters to scare the Filipinos. Fell for it every time.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those flying sun gods are coming again.
I mean, that's actually, the Philippines is where we developed our psyops. We used to make them think that we were vampires or like fly just above the clouds. And
I
like,
love that trolling.
shoot
That's
curts.
so fantastic.
Yeah. So, it's pretty easy to get in the head of the Middle East. Like, if somebody drowns off of Egypt, they think that it's like Israeli dolphins. It's real.
Is that not what it is?
That's real. Well, yeah, they might be.
Fake news. Dang.
Tricksy Jews that drown
Yeah,
children.
They don't know. The gypsies.
Now,
So
and of course-
he went after all these people, and he went
Right.
after Schwarzenegger, which I think was pretty funny, and Schwarzenegger kept on coming back at him. It was a tongue-in-cheek thing, though, when he prayed. He prayed for Schwarzenegger and his ratings.
that was cute.
It's
I
kind
thought
of
that was
like when Mom used to give the blessing before the meal when you were growing up, and she's like, I pray that my children are better, and that my husband can be nice, or something
Did
like
you-
that.
did
And
you-
everyone's like,
Family
we're all
dinners.
at the table. Hi,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
We're all here.
We're all
You know
here. We
what?
can hear that.
Maddie
Yeah.
gets to say the prayers from now on. He's 6.
And of course, today he just signed some executive orders on pulling back Dodd-Frank and also the fiduciary rule, which is basically going to ease restrictions on banks. And he's saying this is a great thing. Democrats are freaking out about it in typical fashion because that's
Well,
all
they
they do
freak out
anymore.
about everything
Is freak out about
these days,
anything. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, the original intent of the Dodd-Frank Act was to control banks and put them
Not
under
even
more
control,
yeah.
stabilize them.
And
pull
yet
them out
they're
of the
bigger
grave.
than ever, and
Yeah.
obviously it doesn't seem like it's done much
Yeah,
of
because
anything.
it was written by bankers for bankers, because the
By
only
bankers,
people
for bankers.
who understand banking regulation,
Are
it's
all-
not. I got news for you, it's not Al Franken, it's not Dodd, it's not Frank, it's not any of these guys. It's certainly not Al Franken, who's a big talker
Yeah,
about
but
this.
Elizabeth Warren's super mad about it, so it must be a bad thing.
It must be.
Well, I mean, so it was originally written by bankers, and now
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be rewritten by bankers. So I can issue, if you're a Donald Trump supporter or a Bernie Sanders supporter, I actually don't think this is a great thing. Right now, we need to do something about Dodd-Frank, because so far it hasn't solved anything. It's
No.
Right.
more difficult for smaller
Just put
banks
more
to get in the
regulations
game.
on the book.
The capital reserves that it requires for you in order to do anything make it so that smaller banks can't compete and larger banks are
Well,
fine.
and bigger banks just spend more time finding ways to get around
Yeah,
those
and
laws.
they
you're
will
right, the
still.
smaller banks suffer.
And,
And
they
if-
know the ways to get around it.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
Again, they wrote the law.
Right, exactly.
And if Trump brings in a bunch of bankers to rewrite the law written by bankers, it's just like, if Dodd-Frank is bad. This rewrite, I have very little
It's
hope.
just a dog chasing his tail.
Yeah, it's not. It's
4
not.
years in the future.
Unless you're a banker watching this show, it's not going to help you.
8 years
Well,
in
on
the future.
top of that, of course, it's another one of the talking points for Democrats is they're constantly on the attack for some reason that I can't quite fathom, because they are losing on all fronts and they're playing their cards so aggressively. I don't know why. It's the same thing with
Yeah.
Gorsuch. So Donald Trump nominated Judge Neil Gorsuch to be Antonin Scalia's replacement on the Supreme Court, and Democrats are saying they're going to filibuster. They're refusing to meet with him. They're throwing this whole fuss
It's
about
insane.
a judge who in 2006 passed the Senate on a voice vote confirmation to the 10th Circuit.
Well, they don't
He
stand
was-
a chance opposing him.
Let's-
Even the New
Right.
York Times was like, "All right, guys, come on, let's sue for peace on this one."
Well, it's laughable. Let's think back about some of those high-powered Dems. A lot of them in leadership right now who voted for Gorsuch in 2006.
Right.
Chuck Schumer.
Yeah.
Right? Nancy Pelosi, I'm pretty sure. Durbin, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
He said that on Morning Joe yesterday. He said he would actually vote for him.
Well,
And
right. I
nothing
mean,
has
you
changed.
can't. Again, it's such a reversal of you can't pass someone on a voice vote and then say you're so horrified by their
And also
Hobby
pepper.
Lobby stance from that Supreme Court ruling. That's their only objection, is that he's against women's rights because of his opinion on the Hobby Lobby ruling. But
Yeah, and people keep on confusing that. What about baby girls, future women? It's totally for them. Save the little babies.
Oh, yeah.
Got to save the
If you
babies.
breathe air, you should oppose
Well,
Gorsuch.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
Nancy
well, Nancy
Pelosi.
Pelosi actually got a mostly false rating from one of those horrible liberal fact checkers recently. They just said that.
Snopes.
No, it wasn't Snopes. No, those are the really stupid ones. It's PolitiFact or something. And they said, hey, Nancy Pelosi is mostly full of complete total crap on this. She is, but Nancy Pelosi, as you guys know, how does she even get press anymore? How does she even
Well,
get air?
the reason she gets press is because she goes out and says ridiculous things, and
She's
we,
like
the
a-
media,
Not that anyone
abhors-
can hear them because the mic malfunctions.
She's like,
True.
she's not in
Sorry,
charge of
Nancy.
anything.
No.
It hasn't been for a long time. She's like 70, 100 years
She's a
old.
figurehead. That's
Yeah.
all she is.
And figurehead for who?
She might
Like,
be older than 100. I don't know. She doesn't look good.
the years that she has been in charge of the Democratic Party, the House of Representatives, have been very, very bad years for
Oh,
the
yeah.
House of Representatives. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
she used to be a big villain, someone that everyone hated, but now
Now
it's
she's
kind of
just
just
a
like
joke.
she's like that witch who get hit by the house at the beginning of the Wizard of Oz.
Her
Like,
toes
What was that?
curl up.
Wicked Witch of the East or
East,
something?
yeah.
Of
Because
the East,
the
yeah.
West, yeah. She's like the Wicked Witch of the East. She's not really a character anymore.
Right.
The Wicked Witch of East LA.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, as fun as talking about Nancy Pelosi is, if you guys want to, I think we should take a break and try out some of this beef jerky.
I'm down.
That I was sent by MeatTaffy.com. Now, I'll pause you right there. That sounds a little scandalous. I agree, but they were kind enough to send me a host of their different types of beef
Katie
jerky.
was actually Googling something totally unrelated.
And I found this beef
and
jerky,
ended up at this
right?
website.
Right.
It was
Well, and
weird.
thank goodness that I was Googling around, because they were kind enough to send us free samples. I got a couple weird looks from our front desk person who was like, "Why do you have a box?"
Oh, I
that-"
wondered why, because like, yeah.
As you can see, guys,
It's not
very-
something I normally get ordered. to the
very
office.
inconspicuous wrapping paper.
Just open it up.
So I asked.
Okay.
Stop
So-
telling everyone
okay.
that.
The interns have long ago stopped asking scary
Yeah.
questions, but I was like, "Who got a box wrapped in meat taffy?"
Oh, Katie.
All right, so
I would've
I'm
listed
just
like
gonna hand
20
these
people
out.
who ordered that.
Who
Okay,
wants
suspect.
Fat Man salt and pepper?
I'll take that, man. Salt and pepper.
And we're gonna do. Can I have teriyaki? I'm taking teriyaki.
Do it.
You want
Guys.
maple brown sugar?
While
Fucking.
we're passing out the beef jerky,
I don't want maple
Do you
brown
want cowboy
sugar.
style?
Yeah,
right.
cowboy style.
You
Keep that potty
cowboy
mouth to yourself.
I don't
baby.
want stinking
But no,
What,
so
there's
of
nothing
course,
wrong with saying fudge
Maple brown
on
sugar
Facebook
beef
Live.
jerky is for
fudge,
breakfast.
yes. So again, they were kind enough to send these to us, so we thought we would try them on air if I can use my girly hands to even get these open.
Well, while you're doing
Will you
that,
help me?
Yeah, I will. I got to show the fans because I'm getting pressed by our marketing.
What part of
team.
the? I think this used to be the ear. This is probably the
No
ear.
way.
Oh yeah.
But I think while
can imagine that.
we're
We should get
getting
yours
these
separately.
bags open, I would like to bring in.
Oh, with a childproof.
I know, and I'm a child.
Oh,
Can you
I'm
help me?
sorry.
We're gonna
Yeah.
bring in Philip Stuckey.
This is why the
who's-
women's movement will never, quite pull off because they
Okay.
can't open a bag of beef jerky.
Okay. We're gonna bring in Philip
need
Stuckey,
us.
We did
and
have some
he
man-looking
is
women there.
live from
Jerky
our
lady.
own bar at the Daily Caller News Foundation, and he is going to be our resident beef jerky connoisseur for the day. Stuckey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are y'all?
Good.
You down at the Daily Caller bar?
I see there's a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
kegs
definitely.
back
We have
there.
we got a lot of kegs right here. We have the Daily Caller bar that has the words "The Daily Caller." We're nothing if not original.
I don't know either.
So we have, of course, a bunch of kegs here as well. So we're coming in from the bar, and I actually took a liberty of stealing some beef jerky from that box before y'all opened it. So, ha.
Oh,
Good.
you sly
So,
dog.
We have Philip Stuckey right now. He's beaming into our broadcast using Yaxi. It's an interactive global broadcasting platform that we've been using because we're not going to buy a cable truck. We're not going to get those fancy cameras. But we do need the all-important bar
right.
correspondent and occasionally the White House correspondent. So Stuckey beaming in on Yaxi. How's this beef jerky?
Tell us what you're eating. What kind is it?
So I am actually eating the buffalo, the bison variety.
I want some
so
of that. Save me
it's,
some of that.
Completely. Yeah, it's completely all natural apparently, and I tried it. And the first thing I thought of was it was the Atlantic
Here's the
Falcon
smoked
of beef jerky.
Love that.
Save that for
Rise
dessert.
up. Stuckey, you're an honorary fan. I love you.
Of course, of course.
So if you could guesstimate, Stuckey, how many empty kegs do you
Sure.
think are behind you right now?
Well, let's see. Let's
You don't need to estimate that. You got
I'd
the
say
brain.
at least 20. Yeah, I
least
can
20?
count.
Those things go
Yeah, at
all the
least
way
20.
to the ground.
Can you give our viewers a better look at these?
This ain't no
kegs?
show.
Yeah,
game.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Problem.
And of course,
That's
we're
not
gonna
20,
go
by the way.
around back the bar. We're gonna open up the bar right here, and here we actually have a kegerator right here.
Oh, yeah.
So
Look at that.
But we had to
Yeah.
stop at the Daily
So,
Caller. We
whatever.
had to stop filling the keg because I could buy a month's worth of beer and you guys are just drinking a week.
We're animals.
Yeah. Show us the newsroom, Stuckey. I want to see the newsroom.
yeah, definitely. We'll go ahead and go around and show you the newsroom here.
Don't
fans
don't
what
spend
they
too
want.
much time. We don't want to notice how dirty everyone is.
Just lay down.
Yeah, lean in,
Yeah.
lean in, Christian. Hang out.
Let's see. There we go. There we go.
Look at the troops.
Living,
As far as
And
the
at
eye
work,
can see, nothing
bringing
but,
you guys the news.
That's like
living
the
in our own
cleanest
filth,
newsroom
as you
I've
can
ever
say.
Two opposing views, apparently.
Well, Stuckey,
got,
I guess
More people even around there.
we're going to keep on eating this beef jerky and we'll let you get back to work.
All right, good, very good.
Bye,
Thanks for
Stuckey.
joining us.
Bye, Stuckey.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you download Yaxi, you can taste beef jerky in more than one location at the
Yeah.
They
exact same
sent
time.
us a lot again. So this is meattaffy.com was kind enough to do this for us.
That's a lot.
And
How is
they sent-
yours?
God.
Like
do
look
you
at
think?
all
Delicious.
of, look at
Is
all
it?
of this beef jerky.
To be honest,
That's
I thought
a
it-
lot.
I had the salt and pepper variety. I thought it was a little too much salt, not enough pepper. But that's just one man's opinion. You know?
You can fix that, too.
Creole blend beef jerky. This
Adding more
is
pepper.
impressive.
That's brilliant.
So of course we're going to be set for I think at least a week on these snacks.
I'm gonna
Since you
take a
sent so
few home
many.
with me over the weekend.
But yeah, we're gonna keep. I know I am. I might give them to you guys if you're lucky.
I'm
'Cause they're
just
pretty
gonna
good.
take them. I'm a man and stronger than you.
But all right, so pulling back a little way from the jerky, as much as I love
my
talking
beer.
about it. What else has happened this week? What else is memorable aside from me getting awesome free things?
I think the warnings that they sent out against Tehran, that was something that the United States public has been asking for a long time.
I love that.
I mean,
to be honest.
General Flynn coming out, unexpected White House briefing, getting behind the podium and saying, make no mistake about it, you are on warning.
Right.
This is serious, launching a ballistic missile. And then Donald Trump doubling down. And by the way, so far, everyone was really worried he was going to start a big war with his tweeting. All the big incidents this week have been on the phone.
That's true.
He's been like, hey, Australia, by the way, Australia's a great country.
He's going back to the Reagan
Australia
era.
is pretty awesome.
Australia is the only country that even fights alongside us
That's
in like
true. In
unpopular
every
wars.
war.
They show up at like at Vietnam.
Yeah.
they're there. If like Uncle Sam has too much to drink at a bar and hits somebody with a bottle that doesn't quite deserve it, Australia's
shows
punching
up.
his friend in the face.
Who was it, mate?
Australia is eating his friend.
Yeah. All right, mate. There we go. Yeah, Australia's also the only country in the world that the Japanese upped their war crimes in response to, because
yeah.
Yeah,
the Japanese
Australia
are like,
ate
"Holy smokes, these people are cannibalizing us."
Yeah. Well, it was, an island full of criminals to start out with.
Yeah, it's criminals and outdoorsmen, and
Gotta
Kangaroos
eat, man.
and-
so we like Australia, but we're not taking 1,000 of your worst refugees.
No,
there's no
it's
shot.
ridiculous.
And Donald Trump was like, "This is a stupid deal."
I mean, it was.
But I do want to see both that and the call with Mexico, where he allegedly said he was going to send down some bad hombres to Mexico, which could have been tongue-in-cheek. We're not quite sure. Cracking jokes about invading countries is kind of iffy when you're the president.
A little bit.
When you're the most
It's
powerful
different
person
when
in
you're
the
the
world.
president-elect.
But the
You're
problem
actually
is
in
the
office.
administration, they've got more leaks than the Iraqi Navy. I mean, every single day there's a new story in the New York Times or
yeah.
Politico or some other place that hates Donald Trump and hates his administration,
That's
talking
true.
about something that happened that hasn't been verified. Like someone who was in the room said this, or some.
Well, there was one today.
How do we
I
believe
could-
any of it? It's
I-
fake news. Fake news.
I think it was the New York Times. I can't remember. Ran with a piece talking about how, in his call with Putin, the White House just decided to stop recording. And again, not verified at all, but it's out there, and people are talking about it now, and we're talking about it when we have to. But
So there's
people
no
just-
recording?
I haven't read the entire story. I haven't dug
Has
into
he
it
talked to
myself.
Trudeau
but
yet?
I don't know. Actually, I don't believe so.
Probably not. I mean, that beta's got to be at the back of the line.
Prime
I mean,
Minister, of course, if you don't know, Justin Trudeau.
Justin
Canada.
Trudeau's the Prime Minister of Canada. He's like
Not
the
to
Canadian.
confuse
head.
with Prime Minister Trudeau.
He's
He's very different. The first black Prime Minister of Canada.
Wait, really?
No, Trudeau.
oh, that was a joke.
That was bad again.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad
And
jokes.
in
Can't
case
win.
you were wondering if I'm a natural blonde, I am.
Justin Trudeau is a terrible beta male. More of like a theater guy and a thespian than an actual leader. Although his
Right.
dad was badass. And I don't think he's met with Donald Trump yet.
Cussing.
You can say ass.
Yeah, it's an animal.
You can't say the F-bomb.
I bet they're going to leave you some mean Facebook Live comments.
Actually,
do it
speaking
anyway.
of
They
mean
do it
Facebook
regardless.
Live comments, I think you guys have pulled a few.
We have,
we
actually.
pulled a few.
So I noticed that you guys have some very strong opinions when you watch our show. And thank you, by the way, for spending your time with us. I know where else would you rather be than watching us. But I noticed a couple of you have very strong opinions. So we decided to collect our favorite mean Facebook Live comments on each other. And now
To be honest,
they
my
don't
favorite
know.
ones couldn't be repeated.
True.
Yeah.
Some of them were a little
You guys are
salacious.
mean.
And I think
But-
you guys are about to shatter everything because, as a few of you know, it's a happier life if you're illiterate. And I have no
Right.
idea what you've been writing to me.
And
Chris
so
Beckford can't read, guys.
Nope, can't
these
read.
are a surprise. I picked out Christian and Chris's comments.
Oh, dear.
And so they don't know what you've said about them. And Christian picked out some for me. And I don't
just
know
thought it wasn't fair to
what
get
you guys.
ripped on
Not
by
that you would
her.
say anything mean about me because I'm perfect. But let's take a little look-see at
I feel like I've been
Let's
leaving
do it.
mean
Let's take
comments
a, let's
about
take a
you.
Yaxie,
what
huh?
they.
Hey.
That was
over
good.
two.
You're,
Over
That was
two.
good.
No, you
That
were
was good.
That was bad.
I'm on fire
That was
today.
bad.
Okay, so day talk.
Yes.
We'll start with you. So this actually involves both of us.
Oh, man.
And it's
Scandalous.
from Brenda Newberry. Brenda, if you're watching, this one's for you.
Hey,
I
Brad.
probably agree
says-
with her.
She says, he's so handsy. Next
Me?
comment. Did you just grab her by the cat emoji?
I'm pro
I'm
Brenda.
half Italian. I speak with my hands. It's what we do. Get over it. And I don't think I did that.
You're
I don't
half
think I grabbed
Italian?
anything. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Guess
horrible.
which half? I know, right?
Jeez Louise, it's
All
not
right.
Irish.
I'm like allies and axis. So
Oh yeah.
Playing both sides of the fence. I like it.
never knows
So,
gonna win.
Marianne Michaud says, who the bleep are you, you bleep head? Go back under your rock and drink some more. You'll need Obamacare later in life.
Damn.
Oh, I think she's a liberal.
Yeah, she
I
must
think
be.
we have a liberal.
You know what I-
Marianne may be a lib.
You know what I found out reading our comments is I was surprised at how many Hillary supporters there actually are. Out
A
there.
lot, actually, yeah, quite a few.
Hi, Hillary
some-
supporters.
You guys might be surprised to find out, but
Yeah.
within your ranks are libs.
Ask them where they were in November.
Seriously, yeah. Why didn't they go to the polls?
There was 2 million of
Maybe
us.
they should
Shut
have
up.
voted instead of commenting on our videos.
All right. Next up, we have Brian Moore, who hated, quote, those stupid blue shoes you wore. Stupid spelled S-T-O-O-P-I-T.
I've actually gotten a lot of compliments
Stupid?
on those shoes, for the record.
That's stupid.
But Ruth McKee followed quickly with, shut up, love those blue shoes.
Ruth, I love you.
What's with these white
True
shoes?
love.
Those are pretty dirty.
They're dingy.
Well,
yeah.
it was
Dingy.
gross out. I thought it was supposed to snow today. I didn't want to wear nice shoes to work.
And okay, we're gonna do
And also, I was a little hungover this
Kind of
morning.
suspect.
the last two for Christian.
We're gonna do 5 tweets.
Yeah.
Let's do the best one.
We're gonna do. Michael Yeager says, "Daytalk, you are full of poop emoji. Russia had nothing to do with the election. Bleep you."
Yeah. Well, who said that?
I think
That
think
was
that's
Michael
most,
Yeager.
I'm gonna
Michael.
rate this entire comment mostly true.
Yeah. Man, I don't agree with that. I don't know when I said Russia influenced the election.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just
You're
I'm
just
hating.
blanket agreeing with it.
Just hating.
This is
All
what
right.
I do on Instagram every day.
They hate you too, Chris. So we're gonna move on to you.
No.
Brian Moore says, and now Brian Moore's a theme. He comments a lot on our videos actually because he had hate for Daytalk as well. He says, "Wow, take the pacifier out of your mouth before you try and speak. LOL."
Me?
Yeah. How
I
does
love
that make
how
you
everyone
feel?
out there thinks we're like 10 years old.
I was
They
like,
do.
For the record,
They
Katie
do.
is 10 years old,
10 and a half.
but we're.
I think I was like probably 8 or 9 or maybe a little older before I realized that my parents hadn't given my pacifier when I was a little kid to the squirrel family. That's what they told us when we were a little kid. Like, all right, now we're going to give it to the squirrels need it. And I was like, okay.
I don't
time to
remember
roll.
when mine got taken away, but I remember when my younger brother went through this, and my parents told him the crows flew into the house and stole all of his pacifiers and left.
That's scary.
I know.
All
And ever
right.
since then, he's hated crows.
Crows are big
It's
animals.
Now, Russell Sluter, Steve Latosca, and Frank Garcia say, "This guy really sucks. Get a shave, glasses,
Dang.
and get new glasses. ..
Yeah,
All caps.
4
shave."
eyes, nerd.
Shave.
Mm-hmm.
Shave.
I don't think you need to shave.
I
Followed
I
up-
feel like we got a couple guys who can't grow a beard. There's 2
Ooh.
types of people in this
Jelly.
world: men with beards
Russell, is that true?
and women.
And Steve and Frank,
And
can you not
Asians.
grow beards?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then my favorite is from Lucy Giordano. "Stop slouching, dude. You at work at the Daily Caller. Wow."
But Lucy, if I don't lean forward and put my chin out all the time, it adds 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you have to do this.
Put your chins out.
You suck
right.
in. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna save the ones about all of us, the worst and the best about all of us, for last. If you wanna
Okay.
hit me with your best
For the
shot.
record, you guys do seem to like Katie, but you know those secret libs out there are very nasty
Are they?
and more than make up for the rest of them.
Oh. Okay.
So we're gonna
I
start
think
off.
you're a liberal, so I'm on there. I'm on the
Oh, that's a
conservative
good
team.
point. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
All
Yeah.
right, maybe I am a secret
I'm
lib.
gonna start out slow.
Secret
All right,
liberal.
all right, I'm ready.
Bill Orlick, who is just a saint. I'm joking. He's a real asshole.
Oh,
Commented,
Bill!
all 3 of these people are stupid, but the chick in particular. So, yeah, I don't know. That just sounds sexist to me.
What does the
That's
referee
mean.
say? Mostly true.
Mostly true.
Alternative facts, perhaps.
Jerry Canales commented on January 28th.
There's a lot of Italians.
Damn, she thirsty. Which again,
Were
it's
you
not
just
particularly
crushing
mean,
beer?
But I don't know. I don't know.
She must have been drinking beer. Or
I
parched.
am thirsty. You're not wrong.
Frank Plummer, also on January 28th.
Plumber.
Who's the
That's
Jane
Italian.
with the giant mouth? So, he could have been talking about us. Probably not, though, so
No.
because neither of
Because
us
neither of us like
is Danes.
have a giant bird
have giant
stalking
mouth.
mouth when we
Actually,
get
I've been
excited.
told I have a big mouth.
Do you?
Yeah, mostly
Maybe
'cause
it's
I
a
never
small
shut
head.
up. Maybe that's true. I didn't think about that. Okay, Dick P. Conley is a dick.
That's your name.
And I might get censored for saying this,
Okay.
but he said, and I quote, "I'll drink from your virginal if I could." And to the best of my knowledge, that seems to be some combination of the word Virginia, not really Virginia, and urinal. So, thanks for that one.
So
I don't
we
know
have
if
someone.
that is a compliment or not.
Well,
I don't think it is.
maybe this is the missing guy that the Trump dossier was actually
Oh,
about.
that's the one. The golden showers.
Yeah,
Eh?
they mixed them up because Trump
Dickie
likes
P.
showers
Conley.
that are gold, and
Makes
this
sense.
guy likes
All
gold
right.
showers.
This one, and this one's my favorite,
All
and
right.
it's a little bit mean, but it's mostly just kind of clever, especially because you guys seem to hate the fact that we drink during every broadcast. But Jay Kessler said, "Oh God, she's not even drunk yet, but she's yelling like she is." Which,
I could have written that.
after knowing you for like 3 years,
It sounds like something
is
I
like the
would have
truest
written.
thing I've
You're
ever heard.
exactly right.
You
Yeah.
know what? I can't dispute that. I'm a loud
good for
person.
you, Jay.
I
That
am
wasn't
a
me.
loud
That was
person.
correct. That
Before
was
we
true.
sign
All
off,
right.
let's do like the one best meme.
We're gonna do the best of the mean things about all of us and the love, because we did get a lot of love too. So
Oh, yeah, I hate Twitter.
I must have missed that one. It's not even
So
Twitter, it's Facebook.
I know. I
Let's
can't understand.
see.
I'm old.
You're not
So
that
we're
old.
gonna do-
You're 10 years old, remember?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
And you can't grow a
Sylvia
beard.
Councilman Wilson Cantrelli
That's a name.
says, I do not like live feeds on my notifications. Please turn mine off. I don't know how. I'm getting upset.
Sorry,
I can't get rid of this.
Sorry, Sylvia. You're going to get every single one from
As,
here on
as
out.
Bill Buckley would say, cancel your own damn subscription.
Oh, damn.
And we'll do just one more because I know Chris is getting impatient. From Becky Sue Monte Cristo, responding to
These
Tina,
are
who
great
also
names, by the
didn't
way.
like us.
Becky Sue Monte Cristo, that is.
What are the odds these are actually real people?
That's like
I hope they are.
that's like one part European aristocracy and one part Southern belle.
Also some part sandwich.
So this is a long one, so I'm going to read it out.
Oh, here we go.
Responding
All
to
right.
Tina, they're boring and no substance. They dress like they're going hiking. They do not create the mood for valuable info. They look like they should be in Deliverance. Ha ha ha. Why do any person with any intelligence watch this program? 3 nupties with IQs of houseplants lecturing you and probably getting good bucks to do so. Joke's
Jokes-
on you.
Yeah.
I don't
Only
get
part that
paid.
wasn't true.
It was true until the very end.
I was
more or
agreeing.
less,
Don't
yeah.
get paid.
No.
And
Also,
I will
what's wrong
finish
with
this
hiking?
off.
Hiking's kind of suspect, dude.
You're suspect.
I will
I
finish
have to
this
go on
off
dates, all right?
You
from-
said gay girls hiking?
Only the lame ones.
You were right about
unfortunately.
Deliverance. Holy smokes.
I will finish this off with
furniture
some
shopping.
love from Shonda Wells and Michael Morales.
Thank
I
you.
want a job with you 3. Thank you, Shonda. That's
Yeah.
so nice. And
Shonda.
Michael says, love this show. Keep it up. 3 exclamation points.
You keep it up,
That's
Michael.
awesome.
Thank you.
We do need that encouragement. This one bit dragged a little bit, so we need to.
You know what, guys? We appreciate all the comments that you leave us, even the bad ones, because they're kind of funny or they're true. And on that note, we are going to leave you because we have to get new beers.
I brought a
Because,
second one with me.
We're out
but
of
it's
beer and at a
empty.
time.
as I like to say, you stole my line.
Yeah, you're taking
my
forever.
catchphrase.
See you guys.